2, 1.
Konnichiwa, people.
Hell
This is the
yeah.
anime.
Ohio.
So what about Ohio? What about the state of Ohio?
Let's not talk about Ohio right now.
Yeah.
So we're in our final thoughts. Does anyone have anything they want to talk about?
So I'm really interested in the season 2 for this show because, like, granted, there's obviously light novel to base it on, but we have moved into a place that's beyond the Otome game, which means that there is the potential in a season 2 for characters to get actual human thoughts that she will see, you know? But unfortunately, since I've now read about 50 of this exact same story, there is one other plot option that can happen.
The Otome game sequel?
Otome game sequel, and in the sequel, another person transplanted into the world shows up and tries to fuck it up in some way.
Actually, I've seen the combination of the two.
Yeah,
which is nice.
Like, it's either going to go completely Uncharted or sequel game that Katarina didn't know about, but some other character will know about because they're from this world.
Okay.
And they'll be trying to...
I'd actually argue if Sophia gets her memories back of her past life like Katarina did, that could be interesting.
It could be, especially if there's a second game, but I can't see
them doing that.
I can't see Sophia sabotaging either.
No.
Yeah, like sabotaging Katarina, because she knows Katarina's her best friend ever.
Well,
but
she
I
doesn't know Katarina specifically, but that she has the feeling.
Yeah, but I can see, like, another character coming.
If any character played the sequel, it would have been Sophia.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But that's an interesting. I'm curious to see what they do with it.
Yeah, because I've seen a couple where it's like this other girl comes in and she's like, yeah, I played this sequel. Oh my god, you can access these characters, and I want this one.
You know the worst possible route?
What?
If it comes in and it's a sequel that Katarina knew about but didn't play, but knew like the not spoilers from Sophia.
Yeah.
Or Sophia's past.
Oh yeah. I don't think that'll happen because, well, we'll see. I'm curious as to which way they're gonna go, because they also haven't made it too far past here in the adaptation I'm reading. So I haven't read the web novel, but I'm reading the manga.
The light novel or the manga?
Yeah, I'm reading the manga basically. Which is not that much further than the anime at this point. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not sure where they're gonna go.
So, I mean, if I could tell a story about my experience watching the season, just as a bit of a comedic story, actually.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, Seki and I were going through our mouths. This is before I started my rewatch.
Yeah.
And then I saw Otome game, Hama4. I was like, I gave it a 6? Why did I give it a 6? And then I rewatched, like, oh yeah.
See, I kind of had the exact opposite reaction, but I guess I was rewatching it in English, so it was kind of new.
See, but that's the thing is, that first watch through, I clearly noticed the same problems. Because, my mal tends to be more of like how I think a show feels writing-wise. It doesn't tend to be like my immediate first thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot, there are shows I watch that are absolute trash that I rate on mal.
Yeah.
And I rate them as such on mal, and I know they're trash, but I enjoy watching trash sometimes.
Makes sense.
I was like,
Aromanga Sensei.
oh, don't remind me. I didn't even put that on my mal.
Tetsuno Kanjo.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. So I was wondering why I gave it a 6, and then all my reasonings for like all my problems with the show really came back to me in full force when I rewatched. That was my problem. That being said, it is an enjoyable show. It is a show I have a feeling people will, and like, I could confidently recommend it. Like, I clearly knew it was a Seki show.
We recommended that.
Yeah. So, regardless of my bitching and moaning, don't let that deter you from watching the show. But don't go in expecting, like, Shakespeare. Actually,
yeah, it's no Shakespeare in the park.
Yeah. You're going to get what it sounds like. You're getting
an Adam Sandler movie.
Yes, thank you.
You do not respect Adam Sandler movies. Speaking as someone who has literally only ever seen Grown Ups 1 and 2 by him. which makes it worse.
All right, anyone else have any thoughts before we go into recommendations?
Mm,
No, I think I'm good.
All right, well, I mean, moving into recommendations, I feel like this is part of a new wave of isekai that's not Save the World isekai.
Wait, I have a comment. We accidentally introduced recommendation segment in the last episode without saying anything about it. This is like a new thing, guys.
Well, this was a few episodes ago. We did
No,
it.
we did not.
We did it in
No.
Index for sure.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe an index, but we didn't talk about it then either. Not really.
Yeah.
I think it was like I was on the fly thing of we can actually do this and then I think we said that on recording.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's just not.
I
It's
just
so
don't
new we don't
remember
really
it.
remember it, and we've had 3 weeks.
Well, anyways,
Yeah.
for y'all, we're just kind of like thinking other shows we could recommend.
Yeah.
Sorry. I for some reason in my head I was like, we've never talked about this.
But like, just new show. It's part of a newer wave of isekai that are just
Yeah.
not like these shonen action shows or
Yeah.
even seinen. It's very much what I think of as like a slice of life isekai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are like very much close to like Ieshike isekai.
Mm-hmm.
Like these
Yeah.
are feel good, funny, whatever
And
kind
that
of shows.
in that regards, a show that I actually really did like, and Seki loves this show. So this is what like the first one I showed Seki that got her on this kick was Ascendance of a Bookworm.
Yeah.
I feel like Ascendance of a Bookworm
Yeah.
is a slightly better done version of this. It's a dense main character, but with a bit of with actual events happening. I
See,
find.
and for me, if I was to recommend people shows based off this, I'd say Ascendance of a Bookworm. And then I'd say Kiss Him Not Me, which is actually from 2 or 3 years ago. But it's really similar in my mind. Like, it reminds me a lot of it. I'd also say that, so I dove really deeply into this in terms of light novels, web comics, literally anything I could get my hands on. I ended up watching at least 1 or 2 episodes, if not the whole show, of basically the entire isekai catalog. Or reading it. Like, literally the entire catalog.
I mean, if you like the idea of an isekai comedy, the obvious recommendation is also Konosuba.
Yeah, and if you're into fantasy, this is really your niche. Is this kind of new wave coming out is a lot of fantasy isekai.
This is actually this is a bit different. This is less your fantasy isekai and more of a noble, like a nobility isekai. Whereas most
Yeah.
isekai kind of focus on the
Yeah.
hero level. This focuses on the noble level, the princes, the princesses.
Which, everyone who's watching this, go to whatever social media you have and tweet or post or whatever that they need to make an anime of Accomplishments of a Duke's Daughter. Also go read it.
I thought they were already deciding on
I
making
think they
it.
might, yeah. But
Yeah.
still, it couldn't hurt. It's very
It has
similar
that's
to
the
this.
date.
It's basically identical, but with
Yeah.
a different ending.
All right, Seki, since I know for a fact you deep dove into this. Do you have any other recommendations or any out there like web novels or webtoons?
Ooh, I got a
There's
couple.
there's a lot
Yeah.
of really good ones. Let me, you know what? I'll cut the in between space.
Cool.
Let me
I
pull
got
some up.
some. One.
What do you got?
The world of Otome games is tough for mobs.
Okay.
Really, really nice. Love that.
All right, I've got Please Throw Me Away, The Justice of a Villainous Woman, Stereotypical Life of a Reincarnated Lady, I Just Want to Be a Useless Duke's Daughter, Daughter of the Emperor, Wicked King's Evil Consort, Iris, Lady with a Smartphone. That's a good one. All right, let's see. I've got The Duchess's 50 Tea Recipes, which is another reincarnate into a lady. Let's see. I Won't Become a Villainess. I'm Just a Normal Duke's Daughter, which is basically exactly the same, but with a slightly different take.
So, guys, there's a reason I asked for webtoon recommendations because I know this is a lot bigger of a genre in webtoon.
Yeah, basically. Duchess with an Empty Soul. Let's see. And then there's my Accomplishments of a Duke's Daughter, which is absolutely amazing. The reason why Raeliana ended up in this place. I Became the Villain's Mother is interesting. By the way, the villain's like 4. It's not creepy.
Do we actually have to make sure it's only villainous stuff?
No, I have a
can we-
couple. I have some
Yeah.
reborn as like a lady. in
Like,
my
I'll throw
list.
this out there. I think Slime is like the reincarnated of the Slime
Yeah.
has similar tone things going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
the-
that means any game ones.
The villainess
yeah.
wants to marry a commoner. So that one's where she reincarnates into an Otome game.
Mm.
But her favorite character in the Otome game was this NPC that got like a minute of total screen time, never got any
Oh.
merch, didn't have a root, and she's just like, I'm gonna marry that one.
Wait, isn't that the Knight Commander or Knight
No,
one?
no.
Oh.
I feel like I
Yeah.
opened Pandora's box here.
Yes, you did!
Yeah.
My death flag shows no sign of ending's a very nice one. I love that.
Yep. Lady Rose wants to be a commoner. I want to escape from princess education. Oh god, that one's so funny. She's reborn and she's like, I just want to eat and do nothing. And they're like, you are engaged to the prince. You will have to do princess education. And it's just her trying to escape from lessons.
Ooh, can you actually say the name of that one?
Akuyaku Reijo ni koi wo shite.
Yeah, it's a little bit more of a darker one.
So Realm, the PS5 has a lot of cool games coming out, doesn't it?
Yeah,
up.
it really does actually. Like Demon Souls Day 1, that's what we're postponing. That's why we're
I
doing
am
this
troubled
recording
that
early.
my fiance is a villain.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where's my phone?
Empress of Another World. Beware of the Villainess. Beware of the Villainess is amazing. The Monster Duchess and the Contract Princess. I'm the prince's consort candidate. However, I believe I can do better. I'm not a villainess just because I can control darkness doesn't mean I'm a bad person. So there was actually a thing with this.
Oh shit, my sound is on.
Is that in this one, just because I can control darkness, the main character has the power of darkness, and so they make her the only character in the entire anime that has dark skin. And then when she gets the blessing of light in the original scans, they gave her white skin after her blessing from the light. And then they had to go back and edit it like a week later and re-release all the raws and apologize.
Poggers.
Poggers.
Expecting to fall into ruin, I'm aiming to become blacksmith. I would recommend you actually get up to, I think, about chapter 100.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll
and then
become
stop.
a villainess that will go down in history. The more villainous I become, the more the prince will dote on me.
So, Nick Nack, the more on Demon Souls, would you like me to share
The
with you
villainess
the
lives
trailer?
twice. The villainess is adored by the prince of the neighboring kingdom.
You now know our thing, Nick Nack?
You started this.
Yes, you did. This is your own fault. You know that.
Nick
The
Nack, would you
Devil
like
Duke's
to take a
little
look at this
bride.
Demon Souls trailer? It's very good, actually.
I'm thinking of quitting the villainess's entourage.
Oh, this one's really cute and lighthearted.
Observation record of a self-proclaimed villainess's fiance.
Yeah.
How much
Yeah.
more do you guys have to go down that list?
A whole shit ton.
Hold on.
Do I have enough time to go take a shower? Honestly, if we're going to go down this whole
Yes.
I'm
Did you
kidding.
see how much I
Kidding.
got?
No.
Like, I'm going
Okay,
to shut
I'm
up.
done with the main ones.
Okay, if we're not going to stop this, I'm going to go take a shower right now. I can't
No,
take
we're
it
done.
anymore.
Epic. We're done.
Okay.
Saki, you should absolutely speed this part up on double speed and editing.
You know what I'll do? I'll double speed it and I'll put the list. Like a
Hey,
list
just like
of
a list.
names
If you could have like
scrolling.
a Star Wars scroll going
Yeah.
with them all.
Yeah, basically.
All right. So I think we've all said our piece and given good recommendations. Are you ready to pull from the hat? We actually get to do that this week. Seki's not in it.
You're so mean. Why am I not in it?
Because then.
Because this is something we mandated.
Rando.
No.
Drum roll, please.
Hi, drum roll.
Fuck you.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, this actually works. Kind
All
of
right, Nick
Finish
Nack.
Fate- If you watch it quickly, you can finish Fate Zero before Heaven's Field double feature.
Oh, okay, perfect.
It's
So
really
Fate
right into
Zero.
each other.
So Fate Zero
So
is
Fate
what we're.
Zero season 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hooray! All right.
You've probably seen it before. So.
Okay, so
I don't
that's what's
remember a lot.
going.
Nick Nack
Maybe
actually.
Fate Zero.
Nick Nack actually got selected this time.
All right, well, everyone, try harder, everyone. I
We'll
think.
see ya a long time from now, possibly.
Woo.
Who knows?
All right.